Hallo meine lieben Freunde, willkommen zurück zu Genshin Impact. Letztes Mal habe ich die Aufnahme ganz abrupt beendet, das wird dieses Mal höchstwahrscheinlich auch so. Ja, ihr seht ein kleines bisschen anders aus als sonst. Und die nächsten Folgen, die ihr sehen werdet, sehe ich aber schon wieder anders aus. Das hier bin ich aber momentan ganz rezent, wenn diese Folgen rauskommen. Wir haben hier, dass wir, ich glaube wir müssen zu Bretesli gehen. Ja, und ja, keine Ahnung, wie das jetzt alles weiterläuft und so. Tatsächlich habe ich mich gar nicht informiert. Ich habe mich gar nicht spoilern gelassen mit nix. Das heißt, wir begeben uns jetzt wieder... Können wir uns nicht... Ja, wir können uns auch hierhin teleportieren. Tatsächlich weiß ich nicht, um was es geht. Gar nicht. Ich habe mich gar nicht spoilern gelassen. Das Einzige, was ich weiß, sind Chartex-Thumbnails. Sonst habe ich gar keinen Plan von der Story. Und ja, wir gehen jetzt weiter mal da rein. Letztes Mal war ich wirklich demotiviert. Jetzt bin ich aber richtig hyped, wieder aufzunehmen. Das heißt, wir kümmern uns heute darum. Es lag noch immer ein wenig, aber es ist auf jeden Fall schon viel, viel besser als letztes Mal. Automatisch. Und ich nehme kurz was zu trinken in der Zeit.
This place is known as the Pancration Ring. Sometimes we have criminals who have more energy than they know what to do with. Their daily work alone isn't enough of an outlet for them.
Oh, da bin ich
So, instead of leaving them to their own devices, we've provided them with this dedicated venue. This way, nobody will get involved unless they want to be.
Pancration matches? And you can earn extra coupons? Oh, what do you think, traveler? Interested?
But I must warn you that your sentence will be extended if you fail to restrain yourself and end up seriously injuring or killing your opponent.
Dann lieber nicht.
So, did you set this place up too?
No, actually. I just granted approval for the organizer to use this area to build the ring, and I collect a portion of the proceeds in return. Of course, the fees are also quite useful.
Oh. Do you mind if we ask what they're used for?
Sure. Ensuring personal safety, maintaining the arena, and resolving any conflicts that arise. Why? Are you interested in how to manage a pancration ring?
Oh, no. Paimon was just wondering if that's how you paid for everyone's welfare meals.
A reasonable guess. I see you have a talent for entrepreneurship.
Oh, you hear that? Paimon has a talent! So we can start a business here?
Ja, könnten wir
That
theoretisch machen.
is something you can discuss between yourselves later. Let's move on for now.
Okay, Bretesli hat eine Kryovision. Ein Kryo-göttliches Auge. Das ist ein typisch ein eiskalter Typ. Hier ist ein Teleporter angezeigt. Ist der hier oder bin ich blind? Nein, er ist nicht auf dieser Ebene, ne? Nein. Da oben hin. Okay, wartet. Das ist noch weiter unten. Okay, das dachte ich mir schon. Dann gehen wir hier zu Bretesli rüber. Wie auch immer wir da hochkommen sollen. Ist denn Aufzug in der Mitte? Ja, ich glaube schon. Oh nein, jetzt bin ich ins Büro. War das richtig? Nein, oder? Ich glaube nicht. Ich bin gerade ein bisschen... Er hat uns da gesagt, wo wir hin müssen, aber... Doch, ich glaube, wir sind richtig. Doch. Oder? Nein, sind wir doch nicht. Gut, dann... Hä? Ich bin ein bisschen verloren, tatsächlich an dieser Stelle. Er ist höher, ja, er ist hier oben drüber, aber wie komme ich denn da hin? Ich muss ja jetzt bestimmt nicht klettern wie so ein Idiot, oder doch? Weil wir waren ja hier... Das Ding sagt uns ja an sich, wo wir hin müssen, ne? Nimm mal Jelans Gebietsschneller. Bleibt zwar auch ein bisschen mehr. Na doch, hier ist ein Aufzug. Oh, da wäre aber fast die linke Brust eingeklemmt gewesen. So, lass mich raus. Ich will raus. Da ist der Teleporter, ja. Gut. Ich habe mich noch immer um die täglichen Aufgaben so von Genshin gekümmert und alles. Habe die Events gespielt und so. Jetzt die Ausrufzeichen, die ihr seht, sind nur von heute. Ich hab's nur nicht geschafft aufzunehmen. Ich weiß nicht warum, aber die Motivation war so klein. Aber jetzt hab ich Bock. Jetzt wird fett durchgezockt. Nicht die ganze Quest, aber ein gutes Stückchen auf jeden Fall.
Your Grace. Good morning. I mean, good afternoon. No, wait, what time is it again?
What time indeed? Time waits for no one, so it's best to keep an eye on it.
My apologies, Your Grace.
Jeez, that guy's so nervous he almost forgot to breathe.
Ja.
Sorry, forgive my manners.
Ja,
These are the
weiter.
dormitories, which is where inmates sleep. The guards will inform you where your bunk is later.
Okay.
In the Fortress of Meripede, criminals usually spend most of their time in either the production zone or the sleeping areas.
The production zone? What does it produce? Is that where we'll be working?
Not necessarily. Though working in the production zone is the most reliable way to earn credit coupons, if you have other skills, you can skip your shifts to earn them in other ways.
Okay.
Wow. Wait, you're the manager of this place, and you're just telling us to our faces that it's okay to skip work?
The fact that the Fortress of Meripede has continued operating completely autonomously is proof enough that most people are willing to work honestly and earn a stable income. As for what we produce, many of the clockwork machines seen all over Fontaine originate from our workshop.
Okay.
Therefore, the Fortress of Meripede is not only a place where criminals serve their sentences, but also a giant machine factory. There's no need for me to get into specifics about the production process now. You'll experience it all firsthand when you report for work tomorrow.
Danke, Herr Herzog.
Let's move on. The tour continues over this way.
Da ist Lini. Ich will das jetzt mal so synchronisieren.
Oh!
Und der ignoriert uns jetzt? Nein, okay.
You really scared me there. I didn't expect to see you here, Your Grace. I thought maybe I was so tired from work that I was starting to see things.
The only thing you should be seeing is the work in front of you. Stay focused and keep up the pace. Oh? Is something the matter?
It's nothing. Paimon's just worried about how hard we'll have to work
Was macht
tomorrow.
Lini hier? Er ist doch gar nicht... Child ist doch hier, aber Lini doch nicht. Oder habe ich irgendwas verpasst, letzte Quest? Oder habe ich das schon wieder vergessen? Ich glaube nicht, oder? Jetzt bin ich ein bisschen confused tatsächlich. Na, gehen wir mal weiter. Aber was zur Hölle macht Lini hier? Das ist ein bisschen verunsichernd tatsächlich. Also... Hä? Ja. Och nee, nicht schon wieder so ein Melusin. Okay, nein, ist nicht. Oh, wird das ein spielbarer Charakter? Oh mein Gott, ich brauch die. Ich brauch die. Wer bist du? Ich brauch dich. Oh mein Gott, ist die süß. Ich habe die wirklich schon nie gesehen.
What are you doing in the infirmary at a time like this? Oh no, you didn't injure yourself,
Was
did you?
ist die süß?
Not yet, unfortunately for you. But thank you for your concern, Sijuan.
Leider noch nicht.
Then you must be
Sidrin,
one of
habe
those
ich das
two.
richtig verstanden?
Allow me to introduce you. This is the infirmary, and Sijuan here is the Fortress
Sijuan,
of
okay.
Meripede's head nurse.
Hello, new faces. They call me the head nurse, but I actually handle all the nurse-related work all by myself down here.
Since you seem to
Okay.
have some rare downtime with no patients, perhaps you could find the time to join us for dinner?
Oh, then these two must be some important convicts. Sure, I'll join the welcome party.
Thank
Finde
you.
ich cool.
Your presence will be the pièce de résistance for today's tour.
Oh, so the tour part is over now?
I believe I've already covered the primary aspects of life here in the fortress. As for your work, there'll be someone else to guide you through the details.
Okay.
Is there anything else? I seldom conduct tours, so why don't you just ask if you have any questions?
Well, this is our first time here.
Ja, logischerweise.
Not sure what to ask.
Then let's head back to the coupon cafeteria. Maybe a meal will help you think up some questions.
You should at least try to be excited. Our free meals are actually pretty good here.
Okay, mal schauen, weil wir haben ja gesagt bekommen von Nivelette, dass das Essen hier nicht so gut sein soll und dass wir uns voll fressen sollen. Am besten. Was ich mich allerdings jetzt frage, ist, wer guidet uns denn noch herum? Das ist eine sehr gute Frage an dieser Stelle. So, es ist noch tiefer, das ist hier unten. Wuppa! Uff. Okay, dann gehen wir mal was essen. Aber die ist voll süß, ne? Habe ich eigentlich noch nie
What do
gesehen.
you think of the food? Does it meet your expectations? Wow, it looks delicious! Neverlet made it sound like living conditions in the Fortress of Meripede wasn't very good. Who would have guessed that criminals get to eat tasty food like this every day?
Der Punkt ist, es ist kostenlos.
Oh, isn't that the meal box that only super lucky people manage to draw? Seems like you two are quite fortunate.
It actually has nothing to do with luck in this case. I had a word with Walsey, so you didn't have to draw lots like everyone else.
Oh,
Süß.
you mean the meals are random? Yes, what you get to eat depends completely on your luck. You could say that it's a distasteful little game that Chef Walsey likes to play here in the cafeteria.
Okay.
Paimon knew it! If criminals got to eat tasty food like this every meal, the crime rate in Fontaine would skyrocket for sure! Excuse me, did I hear you mention Nervulette just now? I've been wondering how he's doing. Is he busy with work? Has he been taking care of his health? He seems healthy no matter how you look at him. But he works so hard all the time, so it must be really tiring.
Sounds like he hasn't changed a bit. Looks like you can stop worrying so much, Sigewinne.
Oh, that's good. But I still feel like it's been too long since I've heard any news about him.
No news is good news. Maybe next time I've got something to discuss with him, I can invite you to accompany us.
But isn't the Fortress of Meripede independent from Fontaine's court system? What do you two have to discuss?
Well, we provide all kinds of mechanical products for official use, and some essential goods have to be obtained from the overworld, so we naturally have to stay in touch about this and that.
Klingt logisch.
Monsieur Nervulette's character is unimpeachable. No matter the question, you can discuss it openly and freely with him. Talking with him feels quite effortless. In light of that, I am quite willing to go out of my way to show respect and accommodate him. In fact, right now, I'm treating you two as guests invited by Monsieur Nervulette. But unfortunately, I can only do so until the end of this meal. After this, you two will just be inmates here.
Okay. Danke für deine Gastfreundschaft.
You're very welcome. Well, your new life awaits.
Ja, ist das etwas Negatives oder etwas Positives? Ich habe es noch nicht wirklich rausgefunden bis jetzt. Jetzt zum Vortrag zurück und sprich mit Fielding. Ups. Mit Fielding. Dann müssen wir wieder hoch. Wir haben jetzt einen Teleporter hier oben. Geht ein Stückchen schneller. Hier. Da hinten. Ach Göttchen. Ich hoffe, es wird sich nicht zu lange ziehen, weil im Moment sieht es ein bisschen so aus, als ob es sich lange ziehen wird. Mal schauen.
The Traveler and Paimon, right? Listen up. As new inmates, the only thing you need to worry about is what to do and when to do it. Don't make any extra trouble for yourself.
Okay.
Bunks are right over there. Follow me.
Gemütlich. Das geht aber. Wir haben aber ein anständiges Bett.
So this is where we'll be sleeping from now on. Oh, Paimon can't believe this. The days of staying home and reading detective
Zu
stories
Hause
are like a
bleiben.
dream now.
Soweit ich weiß, sind wir Reisende, weil wir kein
By the
Zuhause
way,
haben.
Traveler,
Aber egal.
we saw a lot of things worth investigating just now. Even though the Duke didn't say it too directly, judging from what he said at the end, it seems that he was only welcoming because we know Nervulette.
Kann gut sein.
We are criminals, and Paimon did eat that cake, but we're actually here to help Nervulette. Is it possible that he knows we're here on a mission? Or is Paimon overthinking things?
Vielleicht weiß er mehr, als er zugibt.
Yeah, Paimon thinks so too. He probably knew why we came here from the very beginning and
Dachte ich mir auch
intentionally
schon.
wanted to send us a message. maybe something like, "Hey, I have my eyes on you, so don't try anything funny."
Da wir schon mal hier sind.
Yeah, you're right. It's not like we can go back to Neuvillette empty-handed and say, "The dude looks scary, so we gave
The
up."
dude looks scary. Ist schlecht.
And besides, the Duke said that he was willing to go out of his way to show respect for Neuvillette, right? So,
Ja, hat er
we at
gesagt.
least need to try. But Paimon hasn't gotten a clue where we should start our investigation.
Da war noch etwas Wichtiges.
You mean...
Lenis Anwesenheit hier.
Yeah, that's what Paimon was thinking too. Paimon almost spilled the beans when we ran into him. Fortunately, based on his attitude, it looks like the Duke sees Linny as just another inmate.
Seit wann ist Leni hier?
It's so hard to help clear Linny and Lynette's names, and yet we turn around and bam! He's in prison anyway!
Das kann sein. Er ist aus demselben Grund hier wie wir.
Oh, right! Linny and Lynette are from the House of the Hearth.
Ja,
They work
stimmt.
for the Knave, so they could be here to investigate too!
Sie wollen ja alle eigentlich nur Schall zurück und der ist ja auch von des Hauses Kamins, also ist schon logisch. Schau, da drüben ist was.
Huh? Oh, it's a card! Paimon didn't
Eine
notice
Karte
it
von Linny.
earlier. It looks like a magician's prop. Lenny must have left it here. He's in prison and still doing his little tricks, huh? Let Paimon have a look. It was nice to bump into you again. Let's catch up in the production zone tomorrow. What in the world? It's written like he's greeting a buddy on the street. Paimon thought he'd write something important.
Das beweist, dass er auch etwas vorhat.
If you say so, we can ask him what's going on tomorrow. Let's get some rest now.
Okay. Mit etwas Beklommenheit verbringt ihr eure erste Nacht im Fort Meropide, ich weiß bis jetzt noch immer nicht. Was zittert unser Knie so? Was soll das?
Finally awake!
Du bist halt früh auf, Paimon.
Well, it's Paimon's first day as a prisoner. Last night, Paimon dreamed about getting interrogated by the guards until Paimon told them everything, and then Paimon woke up.
Du hast ihnen alles erzählt?
Hey, come on! It's just a dream, okay? Paimon wouldn't really squeal. Maybe?
Baby?
Hey, lazy bones. What are you still doing here? If you don't want to starve, then get yourselves over to the production zone.
Sorry! We're going right away!
Wenn wir doch verhungern wollen, dann lass uns doch verhungern. Nachdem ihr Feeling der Standardproduktionsrat gefragt habt, macht er schon auf den Weg? Fragezeichen. Ich hab's jetzt nicht ganz gelesen, tatsächlich.
Take it easy.
Produktionstrakt ist ein Stockwerk drunter. Das ist normalerweise hier. Hä?
Take it easy.
Das Ding, das hilft uns ja gar nicht. Das richtig. Ah, doch, hier. Hier sind sogar Pfeile, die zeigen, wo wir hinkommen. Okay, dann gehen wir noch ein Stockwerk runter. Aber sind wir eigentlich schon mit Waffen hier drin? Ist eigentlich voll unlogisch. Theoretisch dürften wir nicht kämpfen können. So, ganz logisch gesehen. Komm näher. Produktionstrakt. Nimm noch mal alles auf. Wir haben 19 Minuten locker. Dann haben wir schon fast eine Folge jetzt. Juhu. Endlich komme ich wieder weiter mit YouTube. Nachdem ich jetzt so lange nicht aufgenommen habe, bin ich sehr, sehr froh, dass ich jetzt endlich wieder aufnehme. Und ich freue mich wirklich auf die Story. Und ich hoffe, dass die gut wird. Ich hoffe wirklich, dass die gut wird. Ich habe noch immer Bedenken tatsächlich. Ich komme mir noch ein bisschen weit gezogen.
Ah, you must be the catch of the day. Looks like you've got some luck getting assigned this space.
Yep, we just arrived yesterday and...
Don't interrupt me when I'm speaking.
Ich wollte gerade sagen, ich will die Klappe
Listen
halten.
carefully to my instructions. I don't want any mishaps. Every machine here is worth more than the both of you.
Danke.
Working around these machines can be very dangerous. Do your job well, and you can eat in the cafeteria after your shift. Get sloppy, and you dine in the infirmary. Anyway, the Fortress of Meropide doesn't want to lose a single one of its machines. And it also doesn't want to waste the production potential of any
Okay.
inmate. You got that?
Got it.
Your job is to use the machine over there to process widgets. Watch carefully, and make sure you step on the pedal at the right time. If the machine gets jammed, then give it a little maintenance with your fist.
Okay.
Here, take this.
Take this.
Bring me the processed widgets, and I'll give you some credit coupons in exchange.
Okidoki. Müssen wir das jetzt wirklich machen? Beim Schmieden und Bauen von Werkstücken wird zunächst das unbearbeitete Werkstück in die Maschine eingelegt und agiere dann mit der Maschine, um die Herausforderung zu starten. Sollen Werkstücke beim Drehen mal feststellen, musst du das drehende Stück angreifen, damit die Maschine wieder in ihren Betrieb aufnimmt. Springe, sobald die Basis des Werkstücks leuchtet, um eine Schmiedearbeit abzuschließen. Vergiss nicht, nach Beenden des Minispiels an erfolgreich bearbeiteten Werkstücke einzusammeln. Okay. Knallen wir das mal da rein.
So if the machine gets jammed, you just need to attack it to fix the problem.
Alter, was ist das für eine Drecksmaschine, dass sie kaputt geht?
Once the widget is hot enough to blow, jump to step on the pedal and hit the widget with the hammer.
Sieht dann mit Hazel noch witzig aus, weil wir die halt wirklich nur mit dem Fuß rennen oder mit der Hand schlagen. So, letztes Stück bitte. Ist aber irgendwie cool gemacht.
Okay, you got this.
Hier, nimm.
Huh. This one is tolerable. Though, since the processing is done by machine, the product is all pretty much the same anyway. Alright, I'll pass you for now. And we'll count up how many credit coupons you've earned.
Zwei.
Paimon's exhausted. We're done now, right? Oh, that foreman. He's so scary that Paimon couldn't even speak.
Wundert mich nicht.
Ugh. Even though Paimon's starving and wants to head straight to the coupon cafeteria, we still need to meet Lenny first, right?
Yep.
He probably just finished up his work, too. He should be around here somewhere.
Suche nach Lini. Suche in der Nähe nach Lini, okay. Ich war fast richtig. Ich weiß nicht wirklich, wie ich es kommentieren soll tatsächlich,
Mr.
weil...
Magician?
Ja.
Where are you? Oh, this better not be some disappearing act.
Deswegen sag mal, wir sollen hoch.
Doesn't seem to be around here. Let's try looking somewhere else.
Ich werde auch versuchen, einzelne Folgen aufzunehmen, die ich jetzt auf einem Stück aufzunehmen. Das heißt, kann sein, dass die Folge jetzt gleich fertig ist. Wir sind jetzt bei 23 Minuten Aufnahme. Weißt du, dass zum Anfang 1-2 Minuten
Where could he be?
zu viel sind. Deswegen, ich werde noch kurz wahrscheinlich einen Dialog und dann wird die Folge wahrscheinlich beendet.
Hey, over here.
Oh, you scared Paimon! How did you appear out of nowhere like that?
Oh, you scare so easily now? Is there something worrying you these days?
Oh, you little... The only thing we're worried about was trying to find you.
Sorry. Come over here and keep it down.
Na komm, rede. Erzähl's mir. Warum bist du hier? Was willst du von mir?
Oh, Lynette! You're here too! You two really are inseparable.
Was haben sie gemacht?
That's right. My brother simply can't stand to be away from me.
Willst du, sie war zuerst hier?
It's not just Lynette. Flammen is also here. Do you
Was?
still remember him?
Was macht Fremine denn hier?
Oh, you mean that diver from the House of the Hearth, right? Paimon remembers seeing him in the Court of Fontaine before. Now hurry up and tell us, how did you end up as criminals this time? We fought so hard at court to prove you were innocent, but now it looks like our incredible court battle was for nothing!
Sadly, even the teeniest of things can land you in prison these days. I put together a street performance and used the popularity we gained from the Opera House incident to attract a big crowd.
And then?
Next, I invited several audience members to participate in the show. And then, with the entire audience watching, their wallet suddenly disappeared.
My brother was charged with theft, and I was charged as his accomplice, having assisted him in his crime.
It really isn't that bad. The missing wallets are all in the leftmost drawer of the Maison Gardiennage's big filing cabinet. We just need to see how long it takes to discover them.
Yep, we should be released then.
In terms of the magic trick itself, I think the performance went perfectly.
Leave it to Lenny to magic himself into prison.
Leni, das ist doch nicht der Punkt, oder?
Indeed. Last time I hid my identity from you, I promised that I'd tell you absolutely everything if you were angry about it. No more secrets.
Ja, erzähl.
So I don't plan on keeping anything from you this time either. At the moment, the House of the Hearth's interests don't conflict with yours at all. We were instructed by the father of our house, the Knave, to come here and conduct an investigation.
Alechino ist cool. Ich hoffe, wir werden noch mehr von ihr mitbekommen.
Told you so. See? Paimon guessed right.
As for what we're investigating, perhaps you haven't heard, but the fortress of Meropide hides a secret. Some even say that the entire fortress exists just to protect it. The House of the Hearth has been investigating this for a very long time, trying to uncover its mysteries. But recently, all of our informants, including the ones that had infiltrated the guards, suddenly vanished and have not been heard from since. We believe that this is a direct provocation, and it's the reason why we came here.
Warum bleibt ihr bei diesem Geheimnis so hartnäckig?
Father has somehow managed to confirm that Focalors does not have Fontaine's gnosis.
Was?
Huh? How did she manage to learn information that important?
Wo ist dann das göttliche Herz?
Many of them are beyond our imagination, and we've never had the chance to see her at work. But we trust her conclusions.
It was this information that led us to suspect that Fontaine's gnosis might be in the fortress of Meropide and is related to that secret.
So it's all about the gnosis again.
Ja, wie immer. Also ich glaube, das wird sich auch nicht ändern in der
That's
ganzen
about it
Genshin
from our
Story.
side. How about you two? Did Monsieur Nervulette send you here?
Yep.
Bingo! The Knave has been applying a lot of pressure. She wants to know what happened to Child, so we came here to investigate. Traveler, are we allowed to tell them?
Du hast schon alles gesagt, Paimon.
You don't need to worry too much about that. She's just asking for a report on Master Child's predicament as a means of pressuring you. Father used this situation as a pretext to negotiate with two high-ranking officials in the court of Fontaine. She actually just wants to be able to make concessions on this matter for gains elsewhere, almost like a bargaining chip.
Okay.
Sometimes you need an excuse to do things you otherwise couldn't. And a harbinger is more valuable than you might imagine.
No.
Of course, it's not a complete farce. If we do manage to find out what happened to Master Child too, then diplomatic relations with Fontaine could improve, and Snezhnaya might even be able to adjust its stance a bit.
Ja.
Is it just
Das
Paimon?
war.
Or does it feel like we're the only ones who actually care about Child's situation? The relationship between the Harbingers must be as bad as ever.
Ja, war ja schon immer so. Also das ist ja schon die
I
ganze Story
wouldn't
über
go
so.
that far. Father just has different standards than we do when it comes to what can be sacrificed for an advantage. By the way, I have a suggestion. Why don't we team up? Even though we have different objectives, we're both here to investigate the fortress of Meropide. It would be more efficient for us to work together. As you know, the House of the Hearth has many reasons to seek the Gnosis, but our highest priority remains resolving the prophesized crisis. You can trust us on that.
Okay. Tut mir leid, aber ich muss Nein sagen.
See, I told you.
Is that so? Sure enough, it won't be easy to convince them to cooperate with us.
Lenny seems to be thinking pretty hard about something.
Yep.
Of course he is. Lenny has been looking forward to a chance to reach an understanding with you ever since last we met. Or, I should say, we were
Irgendwie
really
komisch, weil wir
looking forward
letztens
to
die
teaming
Linie
up
was
with you
gespielt
this
haben und
time.
da war die Beziehung gut und
just
jetzt ist
tell
sie
them
wieder schlecht.
everything, why don't you?
It's okay to open up a little.
Aber wenn es ernst wird, überdenke ich meine Entscheidung vielleicht noch einmal.
Very prudent of you, and consistent with your behavior since we first met. That's reasonable enough, and I agreed to cooperate on these terms as well. I was prepared for the worst, but you were actually more agreeable than I anticipated. All right then, there's no time to lose. I have some information to share, so listen carefully.
Yep.
Since Lynette and I arrived here, our investigation uncovered the fact that the fortress of Mehr has a forbidden zone.
Okay.
Most people just clammed up and wouldn't talk, but after asking the right questions, we were able to confirm the existence of the forbidden zone from the guards.
Okay.
You should be aware of that while you're investigating.
A forbidden zone? Could that
Wollte
be
ich auch
where
grad
Kyle
sagen.
disappeared to? You're right, we'll definitely keep that in mind.
Good. That's the most suspicious thing about the fortress that we know of so far. We have a few other unanswered questions, and we'll be investigating those as quickly as we can. Anyway, I hope you find our information useful at least. Oh, look at the time. You two must be hungry. You should go to the coupon cafeteria and get something to eat. I'll use my cards to get in touch with you again in the future.
Okay.
Oh, that's just what Paimon wanted to hear. Paimon's starving after all that work today. We can talk more about the investigation later. Let's go get some grub.
Okay, dann würde ich mal sagen, für heute beenden wir die Folge dann hier. Ist halt interessant, da wir es von diesem Extra-Raum wissen. Ich bin mal gespannt, wo das hinführt. Aber ich würde dann mal sagen, ich beende die Folge für heute hier und dann schauen wir, wie es das nächste Mal weitergeht. Also dann, vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und wir sehen uns bei der nächsten Folge wieder. Tschüssikowski.